Welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons. So I invite you to use these lessons to get you swinging that club like a pro and getting that little white ball around the course as best you can. Let's crack into it. Pull back on the swing stick to start your swing. When your golfer is at the top of their backswing, press the swing stick forward to finish the swing. Give it a try. Good job on that one. After each shot, you will get feedback about your accuracy in the bottom right-hand corner. In the middle of that circle, there's a white stripe. And you need to keep your swing within that white stripe if you want your shot to be accurate. Now let's try another swing and remember to keep it within that white stripe. Let's just go ahead and give that another try. That was well done. You're also going to receive feedback on your swing timing, and that's the meter that kind of wraps around the top of your swing accuracy indicator. Your backswing timing refers to the point at which you transition from backswing into downswing. If you do this too early, you're going to reduce the power of your shot. If you do it too late, you're going to add power but increase the difficulty of the swing. Nice work. Congratulations, you've got the basics down pat. In this lesson, we're going to talk about one of the most important skills you can have at your disposal, and that is putting. Now to begin your putt pull. Good job. That's what we're looking for. The putt weight is how hard you hit your putt. To set your putt weight, move the aim marker with the aim stick towards or away from you. The further away from you the marker is, the stronger your putt will be. Since this is a little bit downhill, you'll want to ease up on the weight, so move that aim marker a little bit closer to you by pulling down on the aim stick. And then, that's what we're looking for. Those moving dots on the grid are telling us that your putt's going to break a little bit to the right, so you will have to aim to the left to compensate. Use the aim stick to make adjustments before putting so that you can drop this one in the hole. Give it a go. All right, that didn't pan out. Let's give it another go. Well, that didn't quite pan out. Let's give that another go. Well, not quite. Let's try that again. Not quite. Let's try that again. Not quite there, is it? Let's try again. Not quite. Let's try that one again. And let's just go ahead and try that again, okay? That's the stuff. And with that, hello and welcome to this lesson on clubs and shot types. We're going to dig through that golf bag a little bit, and I'll tell you a few simple tricks you can use to navigate some of the situations you find yourself in on the course. Okay, so for this shot, you're hitting into the wind. This means you are going to have to club up, or in other words, use a longer club. So let's press the change club button until you get to the pitching wedge. Then just pop this shot onto the green. Not quite. Let's reset and try again. Well, you've got that one down. Now, it's only a matter of time before you find yourself in a situation where the normal shot type is just not going to do. Now, to get on the green from here, you are going to need a chip shot. So let's press the change shot type button until you get to the chip shot, and then chip that ball nice and close to the pin with your next stroke. All right, that didn't pan out. Let's try that again. Well done on that lesson. Information about the current lie of your ball is available always in the top right corner of the screen. This will give you a range of how much spin and power your shot will retain, and then you can use that info to adjust your shot accordingly. For this particular situation, let's change our club to the sand wedge and then change our shot type to a splash shot, which is a great shot for getting out of these greenside bunkers. After that, give that swing a go. See if you can stick it close. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that one again. I don't think you got that quite. Let's best to try that again. Well, you've got the hang of this one. And hello there, and welcome to the lesson on advanced shots. In this lesson, we're going to learn about techniques you're going to want to master if you want to compete with the pros. In this situation, we are going to need to take a partial swing. If you chip this with full power, it's going to blow right by the hole. So we are going to have to move our aim marker closer to us to compensate. Move the aim marker a little bit closer to you. See if you can get about a 75% power chip. And then use the backswing meter at the bottom of your screen to dial in the proper strength for this chip. Well, no need to linger on this lesson. You're going to come across situations like this one where you want to adjust the spin and loft of your shot. In this case, we want to land our shot on the green softly without a whole lot of roll. And for that, we need to add some backspin. Hold down the true shot button and move your aim stick down to increase your loft and backspin. And then have a go at this pin and see if you can land it nice and soft and close. We'll chalk that one up as a success. Applying a fade or draw to your golf shot is a great tool to have at your disposal. By holding down the true shot button and moving the aim stick to the left, you can apply a fade. By moving the aim stick right, you can apply a draw to the ball flight. To complete this lesson, apply a fade to your next shot and watch that ball curl gently back into the middle of the driving range. How about we try that again? Great work. Looks like you've got the hang of that. This is the... Okay, this is where we part ways, and all that's left for you is to choose a difficulty level, and then you can go ahead and customize your golfer in the My Player menu if you feel like it. If not, all good as well. We'll see you out there on the links real soon.
UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Look, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. Second shot here on the first. This would be a great up and down. Time now for the fourth shot. Ooh, that almost went down. This next putt is for bogey. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
And a stumble on the opening hole never sets the tone very well. It'd be interesting to see how they react.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Teeing off here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
This is their look at birdie. Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close. Currently at 2 over par. Time to face a par 4 now.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. Wow, that almost went in the hole. It's been a bit of a struggle on the greens. Hopefully he can change it here.
This one to save par.
Okay, steady now. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Wow, what happened there?
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
"19 feet to the cup." Oh, just missed. Bogey putt coming up here. That did everything but drop. Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at 5 over for the day.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Chance here to reclaim a bit of focus after that double at the last.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. And here we are with their 4th. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
It was on a good line. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at 7 over par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Here we have a long par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, and then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Just off the fairway in the first cut.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Going with the 5-iron here. That got a little out of control, I think.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card.
Looking good.
Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Sitting at 7 over for the day. It's time for a one-shotter.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Sitting at 8 over par for the day.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Nicely done.
Playing from around 160 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
That gets the job done. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Oh, so close. Putting for bogey. And down it goes. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This one's for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt for par here.
Yep, tracking well.
Yeah, nicely holed. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Ooh, right by the hole. 4 feet to the cup. Nice line. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Sitting at 9 over par. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Ouch, that hurts. This is a bogey putt coming up. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Well, this one might need to get down a little. 14 feet to the cup. That's frustrating. An opportunity to make their par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Just didn't drop. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Sitting at 10 over par for the day. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Playing their 4th shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Ooh. And this one is for bogey. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. UK Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey. With me in the booth is 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem.
Luke, always a pleasure being alongside you. Looking forward to the action today.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
That's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee, great recovery.
He's currently tied for second. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score to this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Time now for the fourth shot. That's going to find the water, sadly. Here's their 6th shot. Good shot there. 18 feet to the cup. Wow, that's misjudged. And this next putt is for triple bogey. Okay, steady now. Okay, so that finishes that hole. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Not bad. 13 feet to the hole. It's tracking. That was a gallant attempt. Par putt coming up here. Okay, let's head to the next. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
That's tracking. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Setting up now on a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
This one heading towards the green.
That should set up another chance. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
This one's on line. Was on a good line. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. This hole is a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Well struck. Getting ready to play their third. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Oh, that's a nice line. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Oh, looking to make a statement here, going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 155.
And here we are with their fourth. Didn't that look good for a long time? Big par saver coming up for this fella. That gets the job done. And that's now 5 over for the round. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Second shot here on the 8th. Oh, I thought that one was going in. He has this putt to save his par. This one's dialed in. Oh, so close. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play. And this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
This one is all over it.
This putt coming up is for birdie. This looks good. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 7 feet to the cup. Ooh, right by the hole. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Ouch, that hurts. This one's for bogey. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
That's a nice-looking tee shot, that one.
This would be a great up and down. Beautiful shot. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Oh, yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure.
From around 140 yards here. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Woo, back there, Horsey. Oh, absolutely flushed. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, clever play that. Just get it back into the fairway. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That's frustrating. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
And he's down there.
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Should find the green.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Big putt for par coming up. That was a gallant attempt. Well, that's going to sting. Back-to-back bogeys at the wrong time.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the water on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
That ball looked a little thirsty. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just a 4-footer remaining. That's pretty tidy. Well, at least it wasn't a double. Currently at +9 for the day. We have a par 4 on this one.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in 2 by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Playing their 4th shot.
Putting for a bogey.
Okay, steady now. It's just about 3 feet away.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Getting ready to play their third. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind? How close was that to going down? And he needs this to save par.
Rolling end over.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be...
UK Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final.
Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam.
Looking forward to getting into the action here, Luke. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Putting for birdie. Oh, so close. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Time now for the fourth shot. A 7-footer right here. So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
That should find the sand. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
It looks like they have a good lie here in the sand.
UK Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're glad to have you with us as we kick off our coverage of this event. I'm Luke Elvey, and alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam.
What a glorious day we have in front of us, Luke. There's no doubt about it. Hopefully the golf is just as glorious as the weather conditions.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, mat one. Time for the second shot into the first.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Good look at a birdie here. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke. I can tell you that.
Look like this one's heading to the beach. And from the bunker here. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, come on, sit. Nicely done. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
Looking better.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row.
He's currently tied for 4th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
We have a par 3 on this one.
Par 3, measuring 208 yards. A difficult par 3, to say the least.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par.
And that puddle drop. Well done. He's currently tied for 3rd. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Oh, that was pure. And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
This is on a great line.
And that will drop in for birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. Currently has a share of 2nd place. A long par 4 this hole.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Going with the 7. That might be one club too many.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And this putt to move into a share of 1st place.
It was on a good line. Oh, that's too bad. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. 2nd shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Yeah, that one will play. Sitting at -3. Currently tied for 2nd. Going with the pitching wedge here. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
And coming up well short.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. just didn't drop. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
That will work.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Teeing off here at the 7th.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Attaboy, good shot. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for 5th place. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Ooh, that almost went down. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. Trying to save par here.
And this one will be for bogey. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par.